Beautiful scenery, beautiful history. I want you to imagine standing on a cliff overlooking the beautiful turquoise Caribbean Sea, the Mayan Riviera. And as you turn to your sides, you see nothing but Mayan ruins all around. Today, I'm here to talk about the history of the Mayan ruins of Tulum. The local gringo said, the greatest attraction at the Tulum ruins is its location. It's built on a bluff facing the rising sun. The ruined site is the only Mayan settlement located on the beaches of the Caribbean Sea. The views continue to be described as spectacular as millions of people visit the Mayan ruins in the Mayan Riviera. The history of its discovery and site. The earliest recording for this site is AD 564. Tulum used to be called Zuma, which means dawn. Tulum is known for its primary location for trademarking for the maritime and land route. Central America and Central Mexico do their trades here. Used to do their trades here. Tulum is one of the very few cities built on the Mayans. They only built 3 walls for their buildings because the Caribbean Sea protects the eastern side of that. Now, pyramids and temples. El Castillo, sometimes is referred to as the lighthouse, is the tallest building within the Tulum settlement, and it is the most famous. It stands forefront on a bluff, commanding a view of ocean and coast for miles. So here is where they did their main trade. There is 3 little holes, 3 little windows, and that's where people would check in when they would come in, and you can see out to the sea when they would come and do their trades here. The Tulum ruins are 12 meters off the cliff facing that Caribbean Sea. All their walls are built about 16 feet tall. So all the buildings there are about 16 feet tall, and they're made out of limestone. So if we are to go now, you can see the drawings, the carvings on these walls, and they are still existent. There has been no renovation done to these buildings. They are still 100% authentic to what was done many centuries ago. Now you question yourself, what happened to the Mayan people? So evidence states that a large amount of the population was killed by the Spaniards when they were introduced to the world disease in the area that destroyed the native population. Today, there are still Mayan people living in Quintana Roo, Yucatan Peninsula, deep in the forest next to Chichen Itza and Coba, Chichen Itza being one of the 7 wonders of the world. The Mayan people also thought that the surrounding waters to these ruins were the entrances to the underworld, which is beautiful, right? So what kind of stuff did they trade here? So Tulum was the headquarters for delivering the trades between Coba and Chichen Itza. They traded salt and textiles, chocolate and vanilla, and like I said, most of their trades came from Central America and Central Mexico, would all join here and do their trades. How did this turn into a historical tourist site? Well, after all these people died, they had to turn it into something, and that's what they did. They turned it into a tourist site because that's just what everyone knows how to do, right? So the Tulum ruins are one of the #1 places visited in Quintana Roo because of their spectacular views. The tourists flock to this attraction for its history and the buildings left behind because, like I said, everything is still 100% the same as it was made years ago. Views are spectacular. Temple pyramids are still up in their natural ways. The ruins operate Monday through Sunday from 8 to 5 dawn time. Tickets are $3.50 US dollars. You can also purchase a tour for Tulum and a cenote and Coba for $89.99 through your hotel, with lunch included, by the way. 3 dawn time. Tickets are $3.50 US dollars. You can also purchase a tour for Tulum and a cenote and Coba for $89.99 through your hotel, with lunch included, by the way. 3 dawn time. Tickets are $3.50 US dollars. You can also purchase a tour for Tulum and a cenote and Coba for $89.99 through your hotel, with lunch included, by the way. It is totally worth going to Tulum and experiencing this view. You cannot miss it. The scenery is beautiful. It will be worth your visit.